Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the William J. Conboy Legislative Chambers. My name is Andrew Joyce, and I serve as chair of the Albany County Legislature. Before we begin tonight, I want to take a moment to thank Albany County Legislator Zach Collins for the Christmas tree and the holiday tree and the wreath and adorning our chambers here for the holiday season. Anybody in Albany County wants to get a tree or something for the holidays, go to Zach's Winterland Emporium. Get your tree. Yes, it's real. The rules of the Albany County Legislature allow for a period of public comment before our monthly meetings. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibit us from questioning you. This is your time to speak and our time to listen. Your input and your commitment to come speak here tonight is very important. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each, and I ask everyone to please silence their cell phones. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clay. Cleary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efakoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane.
Here.
Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Tunney. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 33 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk, please call the first name.
Carol Warneman.
I had said once before here that if I were sexually harassed, I would not report it and use the system to deal with it. That's because I don't choose to be re-victimized by a system that is not designed to protect victims, but is instead designed to protect institutions and powerful people in those institutions, powerful perpetrators. Now, brave Brittany Camiso, she did report it in 2021, and she used her voice to say a lot of things that needed to be said. Thanks to Soros, the case was dropped, even though he said it was credible, and even though everybody else in authority said the same thing. Then she was retaliated against, and by the way, most victims, even some of those who get a victory, are retaliated against. That's illegal, by the way, but that doesn't stop it. Specifically, Kathy Hochul, when she was lieutenant governor, demoted Brittany from her role in the executive chamber, where there was never any dispute about the fact that she was very good at her job, and they demoted her to answering phones and giving her little or no work to do. Your tax dollars at work here. As governor, Hochul had the power to rectify this situation. She didn't, and as governor, she allowed it to continue. Shame on Kathy Hochul. Now, Brittany said in one of her interviews, I have a voice, and I'm going to use it. Well, we have voices too. And shame on many of us, I'm including me in that, for not using it. Think about that the next victim might be you, or it might be someone you love. So it's time to speak out. I want to talk about the bill that is in Kathy Hochul's hands now. And it's the one about local elections on the even years. Now, I understand that the motivation here is the absolutely disgraceful turnout on, off-years elections. And I'm, by the way, one of that minority demographic. I vote, okay? Anyway, even year, putting everything even years is not the solution. Are there some things that would make a difference? Only if Andrew's going to give me some really extra time, because I do have some ideas about it.
That is time, Carol, so please wrap it up.
Oh, sure. The off-year election gives us time to really focus on county issues and county candidates. And I like being able to do that. It allows us not to let what's going on in national politics just basically guide how we're going to vote on local stuff. Well, I hope Governor Hochul vetoes this, and that I won't again have to say, shame on her. Thank you.
Joelle Fosquet.
Good evening. Today I'm here not only as a community member, but as an alumnus of St. Rose to urge you to vote no on Local Law F and stop doubling down on policies that make it harder, not easier, to do business in the County of Albany. The Blight to Betterment Task Force report produced by the County Legislature recommends expanding partnerships with financial and community institutions. And despite this recommendation, if the community partner is also an addiction care provider, there seems to be no partnership at all. Instead, that community partner is singled out and blamed, consuming time and attention that could be better spent working together. There is a very similar piece of legislation to Local Law F that passed in the village of Menands. Steve Rafis, a very well-known and respected attorney, concurred with our position that when you single out an ADA-recognized class like the recovery community for a process more burdensome than the process for similar entities, it's a violation. He drafted new legislation that addressed the ADA violation, making the process the same for any entity dispensing a controlled substance, pharmacies included. If the concern is the dispensing of a controlled substance, then the process for citing an entity that dispenses a controlled substance needs to be the same. And the next question becomes, is this good policy? From what I've heard from community members in both Menands and the City of Albany, it's not. Losing easy access to a pharmacy has made life much harder, and individuals have to travel farther to access the medication they need. Unfortunately for the residents of Menands, who have been very vocal about their desire to have a pharmacy in their village, those pleas went unheard by their representatives in an effort to send a message to an addiction care provider that they are not welcome while having no functional impact on them at all. I beg the members of the legislature to please stop blaming anything at all for the current state of affairs in Albany. You're elected to serve the community, be the voice of reason, and not capitulate to the hysterics of a vocal minority. Do the right thing and vote no on Local Law F.
Chris Asani.
Mr. Ethier?
I know Ray speaks all the time about the slow. Is that just speaking as an employee of Oasis or just?
If you have a question for the speaker, you can direct it to the speaker sidebar.
I'm speaking for myself.
Oh,
as
not
a
for,
member of
not
the
for,
community.
not for Oasis?
No.
Okay, thank you. I know he's here all the time, I just wondering what's about. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you. I'm a little ill-prepared tonight. I rushed here from a conference because ensuring access to services is just that important. My name is Chris Assini. I am a person in recovery, and I'm the Director of Policy for Friends of Recovery New York. Friends of Recovery New York represents thousands of individuals that were in recovery. I'm going to be really short and to the point tonight. We're in the midst of a public health crisis. 7,000 New Yorkers lost their lives needlessly last year. Works out to roughly 19 individuals per day. We need to be doing everything we can to expand access to services. Local law number F will serve as a deterrent for addiction care providers in a time of great need. And anecdotally, I was reading a study in Vermont, and they have this hub and spoke model. The hubs are really intensive treatment facilities that serve all forms of medicated supported recovery. But the spokes are, they're satellites that serve just, buprenorphine, not methadone related. That blueprint is falling apart for them because the drug supply continues to get more deadly every single year, every single day. So I encourage all of you to do the right thing, vote no for local law number F. Thank you again for the opportunity.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in chambers that wishes to speak?
You want to speak?
All right. Good evening. My name is Darius Shanfar. I'm City Treasurer and resident of Albany. I come before this body today to ask you all to vote in favor of Local Law F and to let you know as well that Mayor Kathy Sheehan is in support of it and has also expressed to the county executive that he should sign it should it be sent to him for signature by this august body. This progressive piece of legislation is a rather simple one that expands the notice requirements of locating a new mental health addiction treatment facility in a jurisdiction to all local elected representatives, not just the executive branch as it is in current law. In the spirit of full transparency to our elected representatives who should be made aware of such applications. And since I don't want anyone to accuse us in the city of NIMBYism, I point out one fact that demonstrates the need for this notice requirement. In Albany County, there are 34 addiction treatment facilities. Of these, 30 are in the city of Albany. Albany's a city that has repeatedly said, yes, in my backyard. We are the NIMBYest city in the region. FYI, for information for everyone here, there is one facility each in Guilderland, Latham, Cohoes, and Manans. I can email a list to you if anybody wants them. And while I understand that people will oppose this law because they think that suburbs with greater resources will be NIMBYs and fight citing the facilities in their towns, the stark reality, as I just showed, is that New York State seems to have a de facto policy to place these facilities in our cities and not in suburbs or rural areas, where, by the way, there is at least as much need for them as in our cities. This is a piece of legislation that equalizes the powers of cities with the suburbs. Shouldn't our legislative elected officials and our residents have the knowledge, power, and ability to fully participate in the siting of new treatment facilities, just as we think our suburban neighbors have? That is all this legislation does. It's all that it asks, and I ask each and every one of you to give our city of Albany and your home community the power and the voice that it should have in citing these very much needed addiction treatment facilities. Thank you.
Is there anyone else in chambers that wishes to speak? Hearing none, the public forum is now closed, and we will recess until the post-public forum meetings of the Law and Health Committees. All right, let's get this show on the road. This time, we'd like to call our meeting to order. I'd ask Ms. Willingham and the members of the Audit and Finance Committee to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Chapman. Clay. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lakakis. Lockhart. Mariello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. O'Brien. Purley. Peter. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Tunney. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. I have 35 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'd like to make note of additional sponsors with the clerk. And before we get to previous business, I'd like to take a motion to handle the 2023 budget up front. Can I have a motion to take Resolutions 618 and 619 out of order? Motion by Mr. Peters, seconded by Ms. McLean Lane. All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion to take 618 and 619 out of order. Pass unanimous. Madam Clerk, please read Resolution 618.
Adoption of the Albany County budget for fiscal year 2024.
Mr. Drake?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Propose an amendment to the 2024 Albany County budget. I'd like to take from fund, we have 6010 transportation migrant workers, $100,000. I'd like to transfer that to 40,000 to the Department of the Aging, 40,000 to the Veteran Service Bureau, $20,000 to appropriated reserves, netting out to zero. You know, we believe that these are unknown programs with no backup that's been provided, and no contract's been provided. We have persons here who are veterans, persons here who are seniors who are paying for transportation, United States, Albany County citizens, and we believe that this funding would be better served in those departments. So please join me in amending this budget. Thank you.
Long roll call on Mr. Drake's amendment.
Hold on. 1 second. Beston. Bergdorf. Clay. Collins. Camiso. Cunningham. Drake. Efacoro.
No.
Ethier.
No.
Feeney.
No.
Fine.
No.
Grimm.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
No.
Ray Joyce.
No.
Kuhn.
No.
Lakakis.
No.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Mariello.
Yes.
Mayo. McLean Lane.
No.
Miller.
Nay.
O'Brien.
No.
Purley.
Yes.
Peter.
No.
Plosky.
No.
Reedy.
No.
Reinhardt. Ricard.
Nay.
Rosano.
No.
Simpson.
No.
Smith.
Yes.
Tunney.
Yes.
Ward,
No.
Whalen. Yes. Willingham. I have 25 no, 10 yes.
Okay, Mr. Drake's amendment to Resolution 618 fails, 25 to 10. Ms. Willingham?
On 618. First of all, I would just like to thank everyone that took part in this 2024 budget. The county executive, county chairman, and all of the committee. I think the process went as well as could be expected, even better. There are a lot of things that we had to handle this year, and we did it, I think, very well. Got a lot of positive comments from the members in regards to the transparency that went on as far as the budget was concerned. The budget toolkit offered a lot of help as a resource to all of the members. But one of the things that I would like to say is that we'll be looking forward to all of what we are planning for the future, which number one is affordable housing. Very strong initiative, something that's going on across the nation. Veteran services, quantum initiatives that we want to ensure that take place. But this budget right here is something that we can all be proud of. A lot of work went into it, and I just want to say I want to thank all of you for all the hard work that you put in. Those especially on the committee, Matt came straight from the hospital and sat right down at the table. He scared some of us, but he was able to stick with us all the way through. So I just want to thank you, and I want you to be proud of the work that was put in. All of those members that came out and took part in the hearing process is something that, having been here as long as I have, it was really amazing to see the number of our members who actually came out and took part and did their job as far as ensuring that Albany County had a budget that the people could be proud of, that the members can be proud of, and it ensures that we're going to take care of our members and our constituency for the coming next year. Thank you.
Mr. Grimm?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I rise as the ranking member on the Finance Committee, I'm going to support the budget. There are a lot of things that we like in it. The 10% tax cut, that's going to be money that's going to be sent back to all our constituents, and they have the opportunity to choose how to spend it. The tax levy remained the same this year, which is an accomplishment as well. But also, there are many, many critical needs. People turn to us with the last place to turn, and we're meeting the critical needs, I think, of our county as well. Accordingly, I'm going to support the budget tonight. Thank you.
Mr. Peter?
I would be supporting this budget. I think we took a strong stand, specifically, am I supposed to, it's so weird talking to where the public thing. We took a continued stance on expanding mental health care. We worked strongly together on that across aisles. I was very proud. The only thing that upset me was I did miss one finance meeting when I was in surgery. But beyond that, it was really a big thing for me to come back and see my colleagues. Beyond that, I'll be supporting this budget because I think it's a great budget. I want to thank all of you for being there for me. Every single one of you reached out. Even when we disagree, we're colleagues. So beyond just voting yes on this budget, I want to thank all of you for your friendship and for being true colleagues. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I want to echo Ms. Willingham's comments and thank you all for your hard work on this budget, especially our Audit and Finance Committee. We have never had more member input on a budget before that I can recall, and there's something in this budget for everybody. As we've seen during the pandemic, and now that we're coming our way out of the pandemic, the county is leading the charge in terms of services and helping people who need services the most. There's something in this budget for everybody. There's There's funding for veterans programs. There's funding for seniors, after-school programming for the youth of the city of Albany. I want to thank you all for your input and your hard work and your support on this effort. And again, want to thank Chairwoman Willingham and the Audit and Finance Committee for their work in this budget. Again, thank you all. Long roll call on 618.
Beston. Bergdorf. Clay. Collins.
Yes.
Camiso.
Yes.
Cunningham. Drake.
Yes.
Efacoro.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Coon.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Mariello.
Yes.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLean Lane.
Yes.
Miller. O'Brien.
Yes.
Purley.
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt. Ricard.
Aye.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tunney.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Willingham.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Adoption of the Albany County budget for fiscal year 2024. Resolution 618 passes unanimous. Thank you, everybody. 619, please.
Appropriation of amounts contained in the 2024 Albany County budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 619 passes unanimous. Let's go back to previous business. $386, please.
Requiring reporting of monies and proceeds of asset forfeiture funds maintained by the county.
All those in favor? Opposed? 386 passes unanimous. 387, please.
Setting forth reporting dates for financial updates to the legislature.
Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment for the resolution I'd like to consider. We worked together with the county controller's office and the staff to specifically get a better requirement that works for all parties. The amendment's on everyone's desk. They can see it. It deletes the first resolve clause and replaces it.
Thank you. On Mr. Peters' amendment to Resolution 387, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay, amendment to Resolution 387 passes unanimous. On Resolution 387, all those in favor? Opposed? Resolution 387 as amended passes unanimous. $552, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Guardian Consulting Services regarding pharmacy consultant services for the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
All those in favor? Opposed? 552 passes unanimous. 553, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Cornell Cooperative Extension regarding dietitian services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 553 passes unanimous. 554, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Life Path regarding congregate meal services for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 554 passes unanimous. 555, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Senior Projects of Ravenna regarding congregate meal services for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 555 passes unanimous. 556, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Access Transit regarding transportation services for eligible seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 556 passes unanimous. 557, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Life Path regarding adult date services for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 557 passes unanimous. 558, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Colony Senior Service Centers regarding congregate meal services for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 558 passes unanimous. 559, please.
Authorizing an agreement with LifePath regarding home deliver meals for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 559 passes unanimous. 560, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Peter Young Industries regarding home deliver meals for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 560 passes unanimous. 561, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Senior Projects of Ravenna regarding home deliver meals for seniors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 561 passes unanimous. 562, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services regarding the 3rd Regional Immigration Assistance Center grant.
All those in favor? Opposed? 562 passes unanimous. 563, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Thompson Reuters regarding Westlaw Legal Research Services software.
All those in favor? Opposed? 563 passes unanimous. 564, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Unified Court System of the State of New York regarding modernization of technology, infrastructure, and courtroom presentation equipment in the Albany County Judicial Center.
All those in favor? Opposed? 564 passes unanimous. 565, please.
Authorizing the settlement of a lawsuit.
All those in favor? Opposed? 565 passes unanimous. 566, please.
Amending the 2023 Health Department budget, end-of-year adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 566 passes unanimous. 567, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Teva Pharmaceutical Industries regarding New York opioid settlement funds.
All those in favor? Opposed? 567 passes unanimous. 568, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Rehabilitation Support Services regarding case management services for the county reentry program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 568 passes unanimous. 569, please.
Amending the 2023 Department of Mental Health budget, administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 569 passes unanimous. 570, please.
Authorizing the renewal of a contract for reentry services with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services and amending the 2023 Department of Mental Health budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 570 passes unanimous. 571, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the Housing Trust Fund Corporation regarding the Leading in Lead Prevention Pilot Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 571 passes unanimous. 572, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets regarding the 2023 New York State Companion Animal Capital Fund Grant Program and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 572 passes unanimous. 573, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, Office of Interoperable and Emergency Communications regarding the 2023 Public Safety Answering Points Operations Grant Program and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
I'd like to note my abstention on resolutions 573 through 576. On 573, all those in favor? Opposed? 573 passes, one abstention. 574, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding the 2023 statewide interoperability communications grant and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 574 passes unanimous, one abstention. 575, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding the fiscal year 2021 cybersecurity grant.
All those in favor? Opposed? 575 passes unanimous. 576, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the fiscal year 2021 Critical Infrastructure Grant Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 576 passes unanimous. 577, please.
Approving a collective bargaining agreement with the Albany County Sheriff's Corrections Supervisory Unit, Local 294 International Brotherhood of Teamsters, and amending the 2023 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 577 passes unanimous. 578, please.
Approving a collective bargaining agreement with Civil Service Employees Association, Local 1000, Department of Health Unit, Local 801, and amending the 2023 Albany County Department of Health budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 578 passes unanimous. 579, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Aetna for the administration of the Medicare Advantage Plan for Medicare-eligible retirees.
All those in favor? Opposed? 579 passes unanimous. 580, please.
Authorizing the conversion of 2 non-union positions to union positions in the District Attorney's Office.
All those in favor? Opposed? 580 passes unanimous. 581, please.
Appointing a member to the Albany County Convention and Visitors Bureau Board of Directors.
All those in favor? Opposed? 581 passes unanimous. 582, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Capital Region Workforce Development Board to provide workforce training and job placement services for veterans.
All those in favor? Opposed? 582 passes unanimous. 583, please.
Amending the 2023 Public Defender's Office budget, administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 583 passes unanimous. 584, please.
Authorizing an agreement with BST and Company, CPAS, for independent auditing services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 584 passes unanimous. 585, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Capital Markets Advisors regarding financial advisory services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 585 passes unanimous. 586, please.
Amending the 2023 District Attorney's Office budget, computer equipment, and overtime.
All those in favor? Opposed? 586 passes unanimous. 587, please.
Amending the 2023 District Attorney's Office budget, administrative adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 587 passes unanimous. 588, please.
Authorizing and directing the Board of Elections to certify its expenses regarding the 2022 election cycle.
All those in favor? Opposed? 588 passes unanimous. Before we get to the bond resolution, I'd like to entertain a motion to take Resolution 613 out of order. That is a seeker determination related to the property that is the subject of the bond. Can I have a motion to take 613 out of order? Motion by Mr. Feeney, seconded by Mr. Kuhn. All those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion to take 613 out of order passes unanimously. Madam Clerk, please read Resolution 613.
Adopting a negative declaration for Shaker Place Garage and Parking Lot Extension pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act.
All those in favor? Opposed? 613 passes unanimous. 589, please.
Bond resolution of the County of Albany, New York, authorizing various capital improvements for the Shaker Place Garage and Parking Lot Extension, stating the estimated maximum cost thereof is $9,295,000, appropriating said amount therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $9,295,000 of serial bonds of said county to finance said appropriation.
Long roll call, please.
Beston.
In favor.
Bergdorf.
Favor.
Clay. Collins. Camiso.
Yes.
Cunningham. Drake. Efficoro.
Yes.
Ethier. Feeney.
Yes.
Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce. Kuhn.
Yes.
Lakakis.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Murriello.
Yes.
Mayo. McLean Lane.
Yes.
Miller. O'Brien.
Yes.
Purley.
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Plosky. Reedy.
Yes.
Reinhardt.
Yes.
Ricard.
Aye.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tunney.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Whalen. Willingham. Unanimous.
That was Paul Devane speed, Madam Clerk. Good job. 589 passes unanimous. 590, please.
Amending the 2023 Department of Residential Health Care Facilities Budget, Administrative Adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 590 passes unanimous. 591, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 107 Spawn Hollow Road in the town of Bethlehem.
All those in favor? Opposed? 591 passes unanimous. 592, please.
Amending the 2023 Albany County Budget, New York State Health Care and Mental Hygiene Worker Bonus Programs, vesting period 4.
All those in favor? Opposed? 592 passes unanimous. 593, please.
Amending Resolution Number 188 for 2020 and authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 2A Lincoln Avenue and 201 Spring Street Road in the town of Colony.
All those in favor? Opposed? 593 passes unanimous. 594, please.
Authorizing the purchase of real property known as the Switzkill Farm located at 165 Game Farm Road in the town of Bern.
All those in favor? Opposed? 594 passes unanimous. 595, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the U.S. Department of the Treasury regarding the Local Assistance and Tribal Consistency Fund Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 595 passes unanimous. 596, please.
Authorizing the acceptance of funding from New York State regarding the Law Enforcement Assistant Diversion Program in Albany County.
All those in favor? Opposed? 596 passes unanimous. 597, please.
Amending the 2023 Albany County Budget End-of-Year Adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 597 passes unanimous. 598, please.
Authorizing a lease agreement with B-Net Bellies for commercial space at the MVP Arena.
It's Beignet. Beignet
Beignet.
Bellies.
B-Net.
All those in favor of 598? Opposed? Beignet Bellies at the MVP Arena passes unanimous. Can't wait. Sorry to see Ballistic Shrimp go, but we'll get some beignets. 599, please.
Authorizing an agreement with County Waste and Recycling Services for rubbish removal and recycling services at various county facilities.
All those in favor? Opposed? 599 passes unanimous. 600, please.
Authorizing agreements for the replacement of network equipment and telephones at the Department of Social Services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 600 passes unanimous. 601, please.
Authorizing an agreement with E+ for the purchase of replacement hardware and consulting services and amending the 2023 Albany County budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 601 passes unanimous. 602, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Department of Transportation regarding the Transportation Alternatives Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 602 passes unanimous. 603, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Motion Industries for the purchase of a truck-mounted message sign and amending the 2023 Department of Public Works budget.
All those in favor? Opposed? 603 passes unanimous. 604, please.
Amending the 2023 Department of Public Works budget year-end adjustments.
All those in favor? Opposed? 604 passes unanimous. 605, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Perry Construction for the construction of the Rensselaerville Cold Storage Building.
All those in favor? Opposed? 605 passes unanimous. 606, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Denoyer Chevrolet for the purchase of 8 2023 Chevrolet Bolt electric utility vehicles.
All those in favor? Opposed? 606 passes unanimous. 607, please.
Authorizing the submission of interconnection applications to National Grid regarding the installation of a solar array on the roof of the MVP Arena parking garage.
All those in favor? Oh, sorry, folks. Mr. Joyce? Yep. Ms. McLean Lane?
I apologize. I just wanted to please be added as a sponsor for 606 and 607, if I may.
On 607, all those in favor? Opposed? Okay, 607 passes with one abstention. 608, please.
Authorizing a lease agreement with Colony Youth Center regarding daycare services at the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
All those in favor? Opposed? 608 passes unanimous. 609, please.
Amending the 2023 Department for Children, Youth, and Families budget. Increased funding for secure detention placements.
All those in favor? Opposed? 609 passes unanimous. 610, please.
Authorizing agreements with various Albany County municipalities for the provision of youth bureau services.
All those in favor? Opposed? 610 passes unanimous. 611, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Research Foundation for the State University of New York regarding the New York State Supervision and Treatment Services for Juvenile Programs.
All those in favor? Opposed? 611 passes unanimous. 612, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the Altamont Program regarding a Code Blue Warman Center.
All those in favor? Opposed? 612 passes unanimous. 613 we already handled.
614.
614, please. Mr. Beston?
516. 616. 616. I should put my glasses on.
616.
Would you like to be added to 616 when we get to it? Mr. Ward, same? Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
614, please.
Authorizing a change to the procurement policy language to allow the county to join New York State's green purchasing community.
All those in favor? Opposed? 614 passes unanimous. Want to thank Liam Dowd from our office and Legislator Reinhardt for their hard work in pointing that out. And it's an easy fix, but it's a big, big fix. So congratulations on your hard work. 614 passes unanimous. 615, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the U.S. Department of Energy's Office of Clean Energy demonstrations regarding the Energy Improvement in Rural or Remote Areas Program.
All those in favor? Opposed? 615 passes unanimous. 616, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the City of Waterville to support a firehouse site feasibility study.
All those in favor? Opposed? 616 passes unanimous. 617, please.
Authorizing the distribution of mortgage taxes for the period April 1, 2023 through September 30th, 2023.
All those in favor? Opposed? 617 passes unanimous. 618 and 619 we've handled. What's that say? Okay. 620, please.
Providing annual salary increases for county legislators.
Okay, the sponsor is withdrawing Resolution 620. 621, please.
Providing annual salary increases for certain elected officials.
Mr. Grimm.
Appreciate it. My amendment to 621, is basically, it takes some of the big raises for county electeds and it changes the scale to 3333, which is really has been the norm this year, and I want some consistency with the electeds. First off, let me say that none of this is personal. Our countywide electeds are committed people doing the best job they can, and I enjoy working with them. This is about what's appropriate given the existing circumstances. Number one, equity. It's a word we use quite a bit in this legislature. We approve one union contract after another, 3-3-3-3 salary increase spread over multiple years. Non-union employees got similar deals, yet we are proposing upfront pay hikes for elected officials that amount to quite a bit more. And the question is, why are we treating electeds with a much different standard than we treat the rank and file? Just some examples. In the county executive pay, it's 161,000 this year. It would go to 181 in 24, and then 188 in 25, because there's a 12% upfront raise for next year and another additional 4% raise. That amounts to 16.5% raise from 161 to 188 for the county executive. Now, what would the added 4-year pay be for that? $100,000. For the county sheriff, added 4-year pay based on this formula, $91,000. For the county controller, added 4-year pay, an additional $82,000. So there's the equity issue, and there's also the legislature standing issue. We have let county electeds decide basically what their pay is. That's what we've been doing. In fact, the county executive proposal did not have the added 4%. That was added later. And the sheriff asked for a 17% raise at a budget hearing, and that's pretty much what the 3 electeds got, 16.5%. We are a co-equal branch of government, a co-equal branch. I understand that members don't want to get on the wrong side of the county executive and the sheriff. I don't want to get on the wrong side either, but I'm willing to take the point on this because I believe equity and our status as a legislature supports my position, and I hope you all agree. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, on Mr. Drake's, Mr. Bergdorf.
Yes, I would like to second Mr. Grimm's motion for these 2 changes to county electeds policies, or raises, and county legislators' raises. During the 8 meetings of the Audit and Finance Committee, the budget ads, the non-ads, the public hearings, etc., there was an order whispered about 12 and 4. Not a word. And we, Mark and I, voted against 12% upfront raises for, or expressed our issues with 12% raises for both legislators and for county electeds. I personally believe we just adopted 19 collective bargaining agreements where we gave close to 2,800 people 3, 3, 3, and 3. And really, I don't begrudge anyone a good salary, but I'm not sure it's a good look for this legislature to be voting itself 12% up front. And I think that our countywide officials should be the same thing, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So I was consistent across all the meetings of the Audit and Finance Committee. I will tell you, I was going to say something before, but I think now is the right time to say it. I generally agree that we had a very transparent process at Audit and Finance, except for salaries. To hear one day the legislature was getting 3, 3, 3, and 3, and hearing the next day that the legislature was getting 12% up front, and then lo and behold, I just assumed what everyone told me was true, and then I looked in Granicus, and what was put out for us to vote on, Resolution 620, do you know what it actually said? That we, the legislature, were going to get 12% up front, and then 3, 3, and 3. We were going to get 21%. What a joke. We would have been the laughing stock of state government. And none of this was discussed. I don't know who made these deals. I don't know how the process got out of hand. But I'm grateful that the chairwoman withdrew that resolution, because I personally found it embarrassing as a member of the Audit and Finance Committee, and understanding that most of us we're not willing to give ourselves 21% raises. I talked to a couple of my Democratic colleagues over the weekend, and they were as concerned as well. So without going beyond that, I think I've expressed the frustration of a member of the Audit and Finance Committee the process, the information that we got from different places, and where we are today, which is a 12% upfront, absent this amendment. So what I'm asking you to do is really take a step forward for your constituents. What could be so bad about us and the county electeds going back to 3, 3, 3, and 3? I think Mark and I did a calculation yesterday. It's almost 400,000 for the county legislature. By voting 12% up front, we're spending an extra $400,000 over the course of 4 years, just on the legislature. Okay? Mark, did we calculate what the sum of the three electeds was?
That's another 200,000.
It's another 200,000 to give them 3, 3, 3, or excuse me, to give them 12 and then 4. So it's another 200,000. So we're talking about $600,000. You know, it's really funny when you look at the budget. For the first year here, with our adds and subtracts,
One more minute, Mr. Bergdorf.
we are dipping into our fund balance. Over $600,000. We are actually reducing our fund balance by over 600 grand. You know something? If we just went back to 3, 3, 3, and 3 for the electeds and for the legislators, 3, 3, 3, and 3, we wipe out the need to take money out of our fund balance to fund raises. And everybody still gets a raise, and the same raise that all of our 19 collectively bargained units got. So with that, I'm asking all my colleagues to support this amendment.
Okay, just so we're all clear, word deal was used on the issue with the salary increases for the certain and separately electeds. During their opportunity to come in and speak before the Audit and Finance Committee meeting, the sheriff did come in and made a decent case for getting an additional amount on top of the 12%. And on the sheriff, we know the sheriff does far more than law enforcement. He runs a homeless shelter. He strengthened the Accord program in Albany County. He's running food around on Thanksgiving. He really steps into that role, and he wants parity with his colleagues across the state of New York. And the county executive's leadership during the pandemic, I think we can all say, saved lives. Albany County really innovated during the pandemic with testing and vaccinations and working with the Department of Health and working with us. No doubt, Albany County was particularly hard hit during that pandemic, and we believe his leadership definitely saved lives. And we have the comptroller as well, saving Albany County money and looking into the fiscal health of the county. And when the sheriff asked for that additional amount on top of the 12%, the county executive agreed, the comptroller agreed, but they wanted parity with what he was requesting. And as we all know, this budget process is a negotiation. It involves the legislature, it involves the Audit and Finance Committee, county executive, and all the different separately electeds. And we felt that that was fair, just so everyone understands how this came about. Without further ado, on the amendment to Resolution 621, long roll call, please.
Baston. Bergdorf.
Yes, and by the way, I love Dan McCoy, I love the sheriff, and I'm still getting to know Sue Rizzo. So, I'm still leaving at 3, 3, 3.
Clay. Collins. Camiso. I didn't hear you.
Yes. I said no.
No, okay. Cunningham.
No.
Drake.
Yes.
Efacoro.
No.
Ethier.
Before I explain what I vote, I'd like to ask my colleagues over there, when you did that research on the figures and stuff, by any chance did you do any research about if we have to accept these raises?
What do you mean?
well, the raises we're gonna get, if this get passed, do we have to accept them as legislators?
That's up to the legislature.
No, it's up to individuals.
order.
It's out of order, Bob. But anyway, back to my point, I'd like to ask our attorney, do we have to accept the raises?
I can answer that question. You don't.
You don't?
You can donate it to charity, you can do whatever you want with it.
That's what I was looking for. So
Right.
anybody here feels really strong against it, they can always donate it to charity or do something like that. That's the only point. I vote no.
Ms. McLean Lane.
You can also give it back to the county if you'd like. I'm sure, they write into.
And it wasn't out of order, sir. It is. No, I don't think so.
Okay, Mr. Ethier is a no.
Feeney?
Mr. Efracoro.
So since we are on this, can we actually ask Mr. Mark and Mr. Bogdov if they would like to donate the rest to the county?
Say again, Mr. Efracoro?
Can we ask Mr. Mark and Mr. Bogdov if they would like to donate their rest to the county?
He's out of order. That's out of order. He's out of order.
It's just a question.
Folks. Please, Madam Clerk, please, we're in the
donate more than your annual salary here to charity.
Gentlemen,
I'll show you my IRS.
gentlemen, we're in the middle of a long roll call, please.
Well, he's out of line.
Got it.
He's out of order, and the declare should declare him out of order.
I apologize for bringing this
I
up.
declare you out of order, sir.
Fine. Grimm?
Yes.
Andrew Joyce?
No.
Ray Joyce? No. Coon? No. Lakakis?
No.
Lockhart? No. Mariello?
Yes.
Mayo?
Yes.
McLean Lane? Miller?
Aye.
Is that a yes or no?
Aye.
Yes?
Aye.
No.
As a yes.
Yes, okay.
For Karen.
O'Brien?
Yes.
Purley?
Yes.
Peter?
No.
Plosky?
No.
Reedy?
No.
Reinhardt?
Yes.
Ricard?
Nay.
Rosano?
No.
Simpson?
No.
Smith?
Yes.
Tunney?
Yes.
Ward?
No.
Whalen?
Yes.
Willingham?
No.
So I have 23 no, 12 yes.
Okay, motion to amend Resolution 621 fails. 23 no, 12 yes. Okay, on Resolution 621, long roll call, please.
Beston?
Yes.
Bergdorf?
No.
Clay?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
Camiso?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Drake?
Yes.
Efacoro?
Yes.
Ethier?
Yes.
Feeney?
Yes.
Fine?
No.
Grimm?
No.
Andrew Joyce?
Yes.
Ray Joyce?
Yes.
Coon?
Yes.
Lakakis?
Yes.
Lockhart?
Yes.
Mariello?
No.
Mayo?
No.
McLean Lane?
Yes.
Miller?
Nay.
O'Brien?
No.
Hurley?
No.
Peter?
Yes.
Plosky?
Yes.
Reedy?
Yes.
Reinhardt?
Yes.
Ricard?
Aye.
Rosano?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Honey,
Yes.
Ward,
Yes.
Whalen,
No.
Willingham,
Yes.
so I have 26 yes, 9 no.
Okay, Resolution 621 passes, 26 yes, 9 no. 622, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding sexual assault crisis and prevention services.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? 622 passes unanimous. Quick note before we adjourn, for the minutes on Mr. Peters' motion to amend Resolution 387, let the record reflect that Legislator Lakakis seconded the motion. Is that correct? Thank you for clarifying. Have a motion to adjourn? Hang on. Hang on, folks. We're not adjourning yet. Say again? Okay. Local law F for 2023 has been tabled, ruled out of order. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion, Mr. Ricard, second by Mr. Peter. All those in favor? Thank you, everybody. Get home safe.